Paul, thank you, and a very warm welcome to everybody this morning to this fantastic venue at the Aurora Hotel. It's always a pleasure to be here and to be looked after by the hotel staff, and a great pleasure to welcome you to Crawley, the heart of the Gatwick Diamond. Of course, it is no accident that Gatwick is key in the title of the economic area that we all represent and we all work in, and the importance clearly of the airport and the aviation industry to our local economy can't be overstated. The future of aviation and the future of airport capacity is, of course, something that is somewhat politically controversial. And as you all know, the government have started the Davis Commission looking at the possibility of runway expansion in London and the southeast. And Gatwick, of course, have put in their submission for expansion there. I will leave it up to the Davis Commission to report on the various findings around the options available in London and the southeast. But what is very important is that we have a future successful airport and aviation industry that is, of course, remains a driver of our local economy. And I'd like to congratulate Gatwick Airport for the significant investment, over £1 billion, that it is putting in upgrading the airport and facilities. Part of that, for example, is ensuring that the transport interchange at Gatwick is up to standard. It hasn't been for far too many years, and I congratulate Gatwick and Network Rail on investing £53 million in improving the station as well. There are still some battles to be fought in terms of ensuring that the Gatwick Express is a much more dedicated airport service to properly serve the capital and make sure that Gatwick is an attractive place for people to fly into. There is more work to do, I think, in terms of ensuring that we have more routes to the emerging markets, which will be absolutely key to continued economic recovery in this country. And just one example of that are new routes to Indonesia from Gatwick that are starting. But it's also important, I think, that we encourage links between the Gatwick Diamond economy and some more local destinations as well. And just last week, I met with the government of the states of Guernsey and was struck by the fact that Portsmouth and Weymouth are natural ports for the Channel Islands, but actually so is Gatwick as well. And it's important that we forge links with those important trading partners closer to home as well. There are many challenges for our economy. I'm pleased that we have seen economic growth going in the right direction. It's better to have 0.3% economic growth than minus 0.1% as we saw in France, with them going back into triple dip recession, but nevertheless, that economic growth needs to be far stronger. And the Gatwick Diamond is the sort of economic region that is not only important for local jobs in our economy, but actually for driving better UK recovery as a whole. Can I take this opportunity to thank all of the contributors today and to thank everyone for attending, whether you represent education and the need to upskill our economy, whether you represent business or the local authorities. You all, in concert, have a very important role to play in ensuring that we have future economic success. And I see my role as Member of Parliament for Crawley, the heart of the Gatwick Diamond. I see my role as being there to represent my corporate constituents just as much as I'm there to represent my residential constituents. Because, of course, if it isn't for you, I wouldn't be able to have the better employment statistics that we certainly have for this area. So I very much hope you get the most out of today. I hope that further links are forged between the various partners that are in the room. I must end with apologies because I'm going to have to slip away to make my way up to London. But I know today will be a very useful occasion, and please call on me and to continue to do so, and my colleagues, the other MPs representing the Gatwick Diamond area, to ensure that we are there to support you, whether that be through UKTI, encouraging greater exports, whether that be through the continued drive that the government has to reduce the regulation burden as well. I will just finally end on one point, and that is, while obviously I am a member of one of the governing parties, I'm not a member of the government, and whilst I support most of the economic programme that the government is coming forward with and the drive for deregulation, there is one area that I will continue to battle on your behalf on, and that is scrapping of air passenger duty. Air passenger duty is a tax that costs the British economy an estimated £16 billion a year, according to a recent PricewaterhouseCoopers report. And sorry, KPMG, for mentioning that. I just suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, saw the KPMG logo. APD is only bringing in about £3 billion, so that's an argument that I will continue to be making to the Chancellor of the Exchequer. So have a very productive day, and thank you for everything you do for our local economy. Thanks, Paul.